Welcome back to another CM Podcast Banger. Today we're going to be talking about MVP in the UFC is more dangerous than everyone realizes. The weight class that MVP is in right now, he could definitely be in the top 5 of the world and could maybe even challenge for a belt at some point. So let's see how his fight went.
At Bet365, we encourage all of our
What
players
is
to
this
play safe.
advert, man?
So before you look at today's
Let me
fixtures,
skip.
log into our app and check out the tools that'll help you stay in control, like deposit limits. You can set a daily, weekly, or monthly limit that helps you keep an eye on your
I
spending.
do not
When you
promote
play safe with
gambling.
Bet365.
Kevin Holland, 31. Michael Venom Page will be 37 next month. A lot of similarities size-wise, but a 2-inch reach advantage with Kevin Trailblazer.
Bro, Michael Venom Page is going to be 37 soon. That's crazy. He's getting up there. He's getting old, guys. He's getting old. Michael Venom Page might be dipping it on the down low of his career. Sheesh, it took him this long to get into the UFC. Crazy.
Page with that very sideways stance. I asked him about why people don't leg kick him more. He said he encourages people to try to leg kick him.
That was a beautiful leg kick by Venom.
Beautiful leg kick. Hands really low by Page. Holland's going to have to make him feel uncomfortable.
He has that sideways stance, that ability to blitz, but also so creative.
It's fast.
Look at this. It puts on a show.
Crazy.
Venom Page, longtime rep of London Shoot Fighters, the first MMA gym in the UK. Body kick. And a nice combination up top for Venom Page.
That was a nice.
You see how he's using that stance to throw the kick out there, and then he's confusing him with the unorthodox, and then reaching back. You see how he lunges in as well, and then dips out of range straight away. Watch.
Body kick. Good right hand over the top. He might have stunned Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Looked like it a little bit. I would imagine being in front of Michael Venom Page, it takes a little time to kind of gather the information to try to build a game plan to get this dude. Because he's moving so much, and he's moving so awkwardly, it's not something you see very often inside the octagon. And he's so fast when he does attack. Oh!
That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine if he caught him with the elbow, though, guys. Imagine if he'd caught him clean with the elbow. That would have gone crazy.
That's a big right hand for Holland.
Beautiful right hand there by Kevin.
Oh dear.
Little slip by Venom Page gave.
He might escape from this, bro. He might escape from this. We'll see. He's trying to showboat too much. Stop it. Stop it, Michael Venom Page. Please.
Holland the opportunity to close the distance. No takedown as yet.
He's doing a good job of attacking the hands. Kevin needs to get his hands locked around the body and get the pressure going forward.
There it is. Got him down. This is huge for Kevin Holland.
He's got the choke.
Big elbow from Holland. That big chance escaped.
And Holland can generate tremendous power from even close quarters. Remember when he knocked out Jacare off his back?
Oh, my goodness.
He's losing control just as you said.
That's what's impressive, though. MVP could get back up from like headlock takedowns. Most people these days, if they get caught in a headlock or guillotine, they just give up straight away sometimes. But like MVP's not willing to give up, bro. He'd probably pass out instead of tap out, bro, which is crazy.
Exactly what you said, DC.
Tried to throw too many.
Beautiful job defensively by Venom Page. Back to his feet under 2 minutes here, round 2. And a big right hand from Venom Page causes a little cut under the left eye of Holland.
Another right hand by Page. That right hand landed clean, man. But no, yeah, he hurt Kevin bad. I mean, Kevin might be hurt, man. That right hand before that
I think so too.
Yeah, the right hand before that one hurt him.
Bro, you see how his unorthodox style and unorthodox punches just go straight through his guard, bro. He's fucked. Look at his hands as well. Look at his hands. His hands are lower. Right hook to the chin. Right here. Right hook. Right hook. Right hook. You see? You see how he's keeping the range in him, and he's bouncing, and as he bounces a little bit forward, so he sneaks into range, and then before Holland realizes, he's straight in his face. Oh.
Holland attacks the
Oh.
body late in round 2. Hugely important for Venom Page to have not spent the bulk of the round fighting off of his back. Both fighters have landed exactly 27 significant strikes thus far.
Oh, is that same elbow that he did at the beginning, or the end rather, of the first?
2 rounds down.
Bro, he might end up catching him with that elbow, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I see how this is like.
They were talking about it. I don't know what it was.
I see how this is similar about KSI style. He's got the same kind of bounce to it in his boxing punches. It kind of works, a blitzing style. Bro, he's trying to bait him and go into the ground game. Venom Page is very good at defending ground game, but we all know Venom Page struggles at the ground game. Like, if he goes down to the ground, he has more potential to lose against Holland.
I don't know if maybe Kevin tried to reach to shake his hand or something. It was at the very start of the round. I don't know. Kevin's got to step over the leg to hook it. But yeah, Kevin tried to shake his hand, and Michael Venom Page hit him with a 1-2.
Heavy right hand by
That's
Venom.
a big one.
And he's just so good at that trip.
Goodness.
That trip is beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's so entertaining.
He's frustrating.
Bro,
I think it's just kind of frustrating for Kevin Holland.
Under 3 minutes to decide it.
Nice kick to the body. Oh, the right hand. Look at this.
Oh!
Nasty elbow.
Oh dear.
That's no-look spin-around elbow.
Oh, my goodness. And it cut Kevin under the eye now. Kevin's got a pretty good cut under his left eye now.
Yeah, and some serious swelling as well.
The elbow caught him, bro.
He's like, fight me, right?
Yeah.
But maybe that's what you do, right? You fight his ego.
Get him frustrated.
Yeah, you challenge his ego. Like, man, are you going to fight me or what?
Late shoulder strike from Holland. But Michael Venom Page forced a lot of misses out of Holland tonight. And in all likelihood, Michael Venom Page has done enough to win the UFC debut.
Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Michael Venom Page.
Get welcome bonus up to £150.
Well, that was the end of that, guys. I'm also gonna play MVP's what's it called? Post press conference thing. Anyway, see you in a sec.
First of all, congratulations
We're
on
back.
a successful UFC
Let's listen
debut.
to
I
the
guess
first
the
question.
octagon jitters, were they real when you made that walk in there?
It's weird because, you know, from start to finish, I felt confident. And then, you know, when I got in there, it wasn't like I wasn't confident. I was still feeling confident, but my body just wasn't functioning in the way I wanted it to. I don't know what it was down to.
It's because 'cause you're old, G. It's 'cause you're old, bro. 37 soon.
But it's the first one, you know. I did what I needed to do to win. I felt miles better than him, and I just felt like I could have done a lot more, and definitely have got the finish if I was, you know, in order. But you know, we got the dub.
Did that feeling last the whole fight, or like after the first round, you actually just shake off?
Yeah, I'd say just, you know, towards the end of after the first round. So after the first round, I was like, body's feeling a little bit, and it's not even like anything actually happened drastic in terms of to me. But like I said, you know, I like to be very hard on myself, winning or losing. So I think that's just me, just
That's
really,
good.
you know, wanting to.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You've always got to have that mindset. I really want to. I really want to change that. Change this. You know what I mean?
Be better, wanting to do more, wanting to give more to,
Yep.
to you know the fans that come to, you know, pay their money to come and see me.
In terms of the actual fight, could you get a sense of him getting frustrated in there? Because it looked like he was just shaking his head and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I could definitely see he was frustrated, and I always say the same thing when from the outside looking in, it's easy to go, oh, you know, I'll just do this, you know, I'll just kick his leg and just do this, and then when you're actually in there, you know, the reality check is real. I am a lot faster than, you know, it may seem. I know people can say, oh yeah, you can see that he's fast, but when I actually hit you with something, it's really fast when you're trying to land shots and nothing's landing.
Crazy.
It's frustrating. He's used to being in a fight, and that's what he feeds off. And I'm used to not being in a fight. I'm just used to beating people up. So
Oh, I'm not used to being in fights. I'm used to beating people up. Crazy.
it would just work better for me.
Well, to go off of that, in between round 1 and 2, Kevin actually said, "Yeah, he's faster than we thought."
This is what you got to love about him. He's again, in his own way, he's extremely entertaining. Like we spoke in, I think it was like, I don't know, the third round. Yeah, we was in a clinch, and he's like, "Man, you slippery as hell." I was like, "You was in the first round." He's like, "I must just be that black man cocoa butter." I literally just couldn't do nothing but laugh in that moment. Yeah, it was great. It was great to share the cage with him.
Well, I know you were hunting for that finish, but could this have gone better for you? Like, there were a lot of those like highlight signature moments. He got you down. You escaped submissions. You got up. You know, you played with him. Could this have gone any better outside of getting the finish?
Yeah, no, I think
Crazy.
getting a finish, but I just know I could have done more. Like even him putting me in those somewhat dangerous positions just shouldn't have happened. You know, I just made a few silly errors, but I felt confident. You know, recovering, getting back to my feet. You know, escaping the cage multiple times when he's trying to press me on the cage, and he's very good at his elbows. But we worked on that, so we knew exactly which way to exit to kind of stop him from doing those things. So yeah, you know, still a good day in the office. By way of the situation that I was able to kind of, you know, navigate through, but I always want to do more.
In your post-fight interview, you said you felt you still had a lot of work to do in there. Is that just your own self-criticism, or do you have like specific things you need to work on?
Yeah, it's definitely me. Definitely me. I just I want to be better. I want to do better. And don't get me wrong. Let's say second round, third round, I got the finish. I would have said the same thing. I would have said exactly the same thing because there's just moments in there that I just know what I can do, and I wasn't able to execute.
Talk to me about that entrance. We saw with Israel, you came out with the cape and everything. So what went into that thought?
To be fair, we had quite a bit more.
That's
It would have
crazy.
been even more entertaining. UFC was like, calm down, it's your first one.
This man, he's not. I don't know what it is, but he's not. He's not a talkative dude. He's not. He doesn't. He doesn't seem like he likes shit talking. Like if Michael Venom Page turned out one day and just started shitting on someone, I'd be like, yeah, man, this is the guy. But like, he's not that guy, is he?
So we had to strip it back a little bit, but I just like to make it a show, and it helps me. It helps me just relax when I'm just putting on a show. It just helps the time fly by and have me just have the best time ever. When I'm in that mode, I feel like I'm the most dangerous.
And last one for me, when would you like to get back into the octagon? And I know the UFC hasn't been to the UK yet this year. Is it a no-brainer that you're going to be on that card?
No, it's hard to say. I think it's June, isn't it? July. It depends. It depends. We go back. I don't like to make those kind of decisions. My coach, my manager, they'll sit down. We'll go through what we what I know I need to work on, what my coach wants me to work on, and we'll navigate and say, look, is that the right time to get back in? Yes, no, we'll go from there. But if I could fight next week, I'll fight. Do I have any cuts on me? Yeah, exactly. That's
What were you and Kevin talking about
That's
after the
crazy.
fight? Obviously, he was frustrated, but it looked like you had quite a long exchange.
I'm a bit of a wind-up. And seeing that he was frustrated straight afterwards, I was like, oh, you could have done a lot more in there, couldn't you? He's like, what did you say? I was like, you could have done a lot more. And he's like, yeah, I hate fighting guys like you. You move too much. But yeah, it's just a little bit of banter, so just between us, but it's all good.
Is there a part of you that feels like it took you?
That's crazy. But so those guys don't even really have beef, do they? They're pretty matey with each other. That's crazy.
Your journey was a long one to get to the UFC. Is there a part of you now that feels like, I gotta rush this now? I've got to make the most of it, try and get as far as I can, as fast as I can. Or do you think, no, I'll take it at my own pace. The opportunities will come when they come.
No, 100%. I'll take it at my own pace. But the reason I put myself in the deep end first is so I'm not starting from far behind and having to make too many jumps forward to get there. Because then now I don't feel in a rush. I fought an amazing athlete in Kevin Holland. Very high. Towards the top of the table of the UFC. So I don't need to rush. I'm already there.
I'm already there. Sheesh.
Before this, you mentioned one of the things is that you liked the canvas in the UFC. And then we saw a couple of maybe slips tonight. Were there issues with the footing at all? Was that just nervous energy, or?
I know the one in the Apex felt a little bit more grippy, but to be fair, it was fine. Those mistakes were literally mistakes my own. Then those are the kind of things I'm gonna grill myself about afterwards when I look back on the fight. But yeah, they were my mistakes.
And then Kevin made a big deal about the level of competition. Did you feel motivated at all to kind of go out and make a statement tonight because of that?
I don't need anybody else's judgments, opinions, criticisms to have that pressure on myself.
Crazy.
I don't like to do it from outwards in. I like to, I put those goals, I put those pressures, I put those, those wants, those needs to be better, and on myself, and then I go from there.
Last one for me. I mean, I think a lot of people would like to see you against Wonderboy at some point, but are there names that you have in mind for next up?
Bro.
When it's time
MVP
to perform,
versus
that's the
Wonderboy
person I go for
Thompson
me.
would be
I leave that to
crazy,
my
and
coaches.
Wonderboy
We have enough
Thompson would
stress
probably get
in the gym.
smoked. I'm not gonna lie, low key.
Just one. I think going into the third round, it looked like Kevin was trying to do a handshake, and you did a quick 1-2. I don't know if that was just you didn't understand, didn't see it as a handshake, or is that just a moment of, hey, keep your guard up the whole time?
No. I no lessons to teach him. It was I genuinely thought he had just put his hands up. And he kind of obviously he stepped within the range that I would use to just fire. I landed a shot, and he kind of like, you gonna do that? And I looked at him like, what's he talking about? And he's like showing me that he went to put his hand out. I was like, I'm so sorry. Just jump back up. It suits me better on my feet anyway. So
it did look like you went back to give him a handshake after that.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's not me at all. I don't need to take
crazy.
To beat my
Tried to give
or,
a handshake and he gave
any
more
dirty
1-2.
tricks. So
That's
it was a
crazy.
mistake.
That's
Allowed
crazy.
him the space to get back up, and we went from there.
And he
And,
gave
I think we all went in there thinking we were going to get the podcast that you guys were talking about.
That's
Were you
funny.
surprised that there wasn't as much talk as we thought would maybe be going in there?
Not at all. In all honesty, I feel like he was very nervous, and I felt that in our at the weigh-ins. When we were facing off, there's a couple of things that he did. Couple of this, things I like to analyze people. There's a couple of things that he did that I was like, no, this man's nervous, and which is why, especially when you're getting hit and you're trying so hard to figure out the jigsaw puzzle of MVP in front of you, it's hard to want to talk at the same time. So the only times we had a little bit of conversation when we was clinching, that's because I'm not moving.
I was going to say, it definitely seemed like the movement was very frustrating for him, because then when he would try to catch up to you, he'd throw these big shots and you just ducked under. Was that a big part of the game plan? Did you know that you would frustrate him with the movement?
To be fair, I frustrate many people. My brothers, my sisters, my mum, everybody. No, but genuine. That's just my style. It's a very difficult style to not be frustrated, and that's also a positive in the style that I have. That frustration causes many mistakes,
Crazy.
and I try to capitalize from that.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you so much, guys.
I have one quick question.
Yes.
I'm curious what the experience
Bro,
was like.
MVP wants to leave, man. Let the man
Trump
leave.
sticking back around as
In the words of this, bye
there's so
bye.
many.
Thank you for watching the
people
CM podcast, baby,
like
and
amazing
goodbye. This man
celebrities
looks
and
like he's
obviously
done.
presidents
He is done. That was his
so on and
last
so forth.
question.